We talk a lot about that as quiet leadership. There are these people in your organization who are quietly leading processes. They may not be loud and bold with the title and
Right.
the grade, but everyone has an opportunity to lead or contribute in some way. Allison on our team, who you know well, does a lot of thinking around leadership identity. And so we spend a lot of time talking about leadership identity. And
Yeah.
we often reflect, like if you pull a group of, my child is in third grade. If I go into his third grade classroom, and I don't even need to bribe them with Crayola products, I think they would answer this question without any. I would say, how many of you all think of yourselves as leaders? I think every single one of them raise their hands. But
Mhm.
if we fast forward and go into a conference room with a bunch of analysts at a head
Yeah.
and we say, how many of you think of yourselves as a leader? Those hands don't shoot up.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder what happens between
Yeah.
third grade and when
Hmm.
you enter the workforce where somebody defines to you what a leader is and isn't.
Yeah.
How do you think the definition of leadership needs to change given your own experiences and as a leader yourself?
Yeah. That's $1 million question, Simona. $1 million question. I may even say $10 million.
I love
Um, but when you think about society we live in today, right? And from third grade up, the norms that are put on people, right? We put people in boxes, and we impose upon them what leadership should be, and we put it into a title. Every team has a captain, and you know what I mean, and you go on and on and on, right?
Yes,
So we've instilled that into people,
yes,
so that once they get to high school and college and so on, we've now been impacted by what society has said leadership is,
yes.
and so we have to unlearn. People have to unlearn that, and I think that's where hopefully universities will come in, and even high school should start to think about this, about
Yeah,
really if you were taking away those norms that have been put on kids, because as they start to get involved in organized sports, it starts to show up
yes,
where we start to put them in these boxes around, okay, you're the line leader, or you're right, and leader, and some kids just kind of, and the brightest kid in the class, now you do right. It's how we put norms on people, and I think it's unfortunate,
yeah,
but we have to unlearn that. We really do.
yeah. I'm with you. I have big visions for that, so we can talk about that in a different conversation and how we need to tap into that potential in kids and carry
Yes.
that through. Because I do think somewhere along the way, the system shuts
Yes.
it down. And there's a systemic element of this too, right? In our research on
Hmm.
Everyday Leader, we found one particular demographic group expressing interest in
Yeah.
leadership more than any
Yes.
other. Do you remember that from
Yeah.
our research report?
I,
It was
I saw it in your report.
it was Black workers. Black workers
Yeah.
currently in the US workforce are raising their hands saying, I'm ready to be leading others
Mhm.
forward and want
Yeah.
to take on leadership responsibility. And it makes me wonder what's prompting people to not put certain people in positions of power.
Hmm.
What might hold someone back from raising their hand formally? And
Yeah.
how do we, as leaders in organizations who are trying to build productive employee bases to be able to deliver great experiences to our customers, great services, how are we not tapping into this
Yeah.
unlocked potential?